The streets will never make you grow. It's not a seed, it's a gutter. There's no happy endings in this life. So this is my message to you. The streets will never love you back.
How? What's up, guys? Well, I got a prison story for you today. Now, looking back, I did some prison time. I experienced being inside prison behind a wall. Taking your freedom is a very terrible thing when you don't have your freedom. Your freedom is so important, where you can do anything you like, eat anything you like, go anywhere you like, and just enjoy freedom, not having be subjected to a prison cell, people telling you when to go to the bathroom, when you could take a shower, or stand up at 4 o'clock and things like that. So if I could touch any young kid out there, an adult, anybody who's going down the wrong path, listen to my story, and hopefully, you know what, there's a message that comes out of it. Stay out of prison, do the right thing, make your parents proud, and at the end of the day, it's about doing the right thing, and fixing your life. You can fix your life right now. I try to use this platform to give my experiences in my life, where you guys can listen to, enjoy, and learn from. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I know some of you do. Now, when I was doing time, I went from the feds. After I finished the Fed bid, I had the state waiting for me outside, and I had to go to Rikers Island, stay there for maybe 3 weeks before I went downstate. This is when the feds were waiting, the state was waiting for me, and I had to go to the state. Rikers Island, downstate to get a number. Then from downstate, where they shave your head, they spray you with some stuff, all chemicals, and then you go upstate, where you get designated. And then from there, I had to see the parole board, where the parole board hit me with a CR date, because that organized crime on my record. Now, looking back on those times, it was an experience, something I learned, something I dealt with. That's behind me, but it was a dark time, because when you go to jail, you're by yourself, okay? You don't have no friends. And whatever you are, that's what will come out. If you're a man, you're a tough guy, whatever it is. If you're a punk, whatever it is. And doing time, you're leaving your family, your friends. They're taking your freedom. You got to do a stand-up count. They're telling you when to go to the bathroom. They're telling you when to stand up, when you shower. And they have control over you. Okay? No one has control over your life no more once you are sitting in a prison cell. So hopefully you can learn from this story. Now, when you go to jail, they say stay away from 3 things, okay? You stay away from gambling. You stay away from homosexuals. And you stay away from drugs. Those are the 3 things you want to stay away from. These are the 3 things that will get you in trouble: gambling, homosexuals, and drugs. So anyone who's doing time will stay away from those 3 things. Now, I got to the state. I met a couple of guys from New York, because now when you're in the feds is mixed with everything. Everyone from every state and even other countries are in the feds. When you go to a certain state like New York State, it's basically whoever committed a crime in New York State, that's who's going to be there, all New York guys. So you meet a lot of New York guys, and you learn who's who. You learn that when you go upstate, everybody wants the green jackets. The family wants to send them up the green jackets for the winter time, and you're allowed 35-pound packages in the state. And if you're doing over 5 years or more, you get conjugal visits. Now, with the feds, you can't get a conjugal visit. If you're doing state time, you could get a conjugal visit. And if you're married, you can add on to your family and you could, have children. Knock your girl up and you could have a kid. That's what's good about the state. You can add on to your family. They don't do that in the feds. And it's funny because they say the feds actually pay for the state to do that. So that's something like I never really understood. And also, you know what? You can educate yourself, get your GED, uh, take a couple correspondence courses from outside or inside, whatever they have to offer. That's what's good about prison is when you program and you can learn something. Now, when I went away to the state, I did some gambling. You do some pinochle. You play with a couple guys. If you get a partner and you get two other guys, you could play partner pinochle. It's a really good game. It's a time passer. A lot of guys like to play spades. I'm sure you guys heard of it. And there's a couple other games. Now, the feds in the state are probably they operate a little differently. With the state, if you're in a dorm or something, you can sign up for the TV and you get a time slot, something you want to watch, stuff like that. But there's always someone that's in control of it in your unit, And they have a couple TVs where you got the Spanish TV, you have the black TV, then you have a sports channel, and you also have, I guess, the white guys or Italian guys have TVs too. I'm saying where you get to everyone gets a choice what to watch. If you have a group of people. So anyway, so I gambled a couple times. I mean, maybe a lot. I used to like to gamble when I was away, and when you gamble, sometimes you get a little hot-headed if you lose. So, and some people when they gamble, they could really lose a lot, and some people don't like to pay. If you don't like to pay, then eventually something's going to happen to you. 100%. Drinking my iced coffee. So we gamble, play spades, you gamble, you could play for stamps, you could play for commissary, whatever you play with. So I'm gambling with some people, and sometimes when you gamble and if you don't win, you're thinking, you know what, how the fuck could this guy just keep on winning, keep on winning? Now, I observed a lot of guys when they gamble. Some guys could never win. And then some guys, all they do is win because some of them are cheaters, but you can't catch the cheat. Sometimes the hands are quicker than the eye. And these guys are so good, you can never catch them. So there was this one time when I was playing cards with this Dominican kid. I forgot his name. And we would gamble every so often. Of course, we always paid. Everybody paid. If you didn't pay, that's you would check in. And you know what? You could never, ever come back out because there'll be a problem. Your own people will go against you if you don't pay your bill. Everyone has to pay their bill. And so I was gambling, playing spades with this guy one-on-one. Now, when you play spades one-on-one, what you do is you pick a card. You can either take it, the first card, or you could pass it on, and then you have to take the second card. And then it goes back to the other person who's playing. You can either pick the first card. If you pick the first card, then the second card you have to throw away until all the deck is gone, and then you start spades. Then you put down your books and stuff like that. But anyway, it's a good game. A lot of people who did prison time know all about it, and it's a fun game to pass time. So one time, I'm gambling with this guy, and I'm losing, okay? And I can't figure him out. So I get a little heated and I get in his face. You fucking cheater. Come on. Are you kidding me? You can't win that many times. It's impossible. So I get all heated. I'm with this kid, Brian. He's sitting next to me. And I'm in this other guy's face. And the other guy walks away. Okay. I have my back. I'm sitting down. I'm playing with this other kid. Now, in the state, you had these little brooms. Okay. They look like little broom handles, like a dust handle, a dust brush, stuff like that. Anyway, I have them on the floor, like to pick up with a dustpan. And I'm sitting down. All of a sudden, this guy comes up to me that I was gambling with. Okay, he left the table. And this is the experience in life where you got to learn, never turn your back on anybody, even when you think it wasn't such a harsh moment or situation. You can't trust nobody in prison. That's for sure. Just like if you're in the street and you're in the game, you can't trust nobody for sure. You probably have to answer the door with a pistol. That's the way you live in that life. It's called survival. So this guy comes up to me, and I'm playing with another guy cards, and this guy hits me with one of those handles. Bang! Hits me right over the head with it. Bang! So as he hits me, I get up. As I get up, I grab him, and I got him in a headlock. Okay, I'm hitting him. Bang! 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 As I'm hitting him, he's biting the side of me. Okay, he bites me. I go and I grab him, and I grab his face, and I put my fingers in his eyeball, like I'm trying to rip his eyeball out. Okay. So by the time we got to that, the COs came in and they attack us and they separate us. Okay. What happens is I end up going to the hospital. Okay. And because he hit me in the head, so they wanted to check my head, stuff like that. And there's an annex. They end up putting him there and they kept me here. So I'm in the hospital for maybe, I would say 10 days because they're making sure my head ain't swelled up. I'm saying I'm beat up. Like he got the best of me because he hit me by surprise in my head. And I got him, you know what I mean? But he bit me over here on the side too. And that's the last time I seen him. Okay. And we would walk to the chow hall and we would see each other through the fence. And I would always tell him, listen, I'm gonna get you. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you. And one day, what happened was I got him. Okay. I was walking towards the annex and there was a commissary. Okay. A day that wasn't mine. And he went to a commissary because he wanted to meet somebody. And I got him in front of the commissary. I hit this kid with a nice shot. One shot, bang, I hit him with. And I hit him right in the nose where I just broke his nose. Okay. And I did some time for it. I did 30 days in the hole. But I ended up getting him. But what I'm saying is that prison time, there's nothing good about it. Okay. Especially gambling. You can't gamble when you're doing prison time. It's no good for you. And this is a story where, just to let you know, the things you go through when you're doing prison time, yeah, you got a lot of good people in prison, but you got a lot of creepy people in prison too, you know. But that's a prison story that I experienced. And even when I first went to prison, you know, going, you have to be careful of who your surroundings are. Till this day, you have to be careful of who you put your company in. There's an old saying, you tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you your future. And life is all about learning. You learn from your mistakes, and you judge people by their actions, not by their words, because talk is cheap. Your actions are very important. Lead the way with your actions. But that's a story I wanted to share with you guys where, this guy came from behind me, hit me in the head. And I saw a lot of things happen in prison. I saw guys walk up to another guy, shank him, and just leave him there and just walk away. I saw other guys just walk up to guys and just hit them. And some of these guys that are doing life bids, they do that just to go to court, to get out of jail, and make an appearance in court because that's their life. And thank God I'm out of that life. Just imagine sitting in prison and going to court and then coming back to prison, and that's your life forever. Now, that's a sad life. And thank God I don't live that life no more. Of course, it's a terrible way to live for sure. But this week I have Frankie Calabrese. He is from Chicago. He wrote a book, Operation Family Secrets. I think I'm going to have him on Friday night. So I'll confirm that during the week. I hope everyone out there is having a good day. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Okay, guys? Love you guys. Bye.
The streets will never make you grow. It's not a seed, it's a gutter. There's no happy endings in this life. So this is my message to you. The streets will never love you back.